sunshine. I'll be your love. I'll be your sunshine. I'll be your love. I'll be your love. I'll be your sunshine. You see the sea, I'll see the sunshine. I'll be your love. I'll be your sunshine. Shine,
Welcome to Toronto. Welcome to Scarborough. Toronto known as the Big Smoke, and it's living up to its name lately. Smoke from the wildfires in northern Ontario creeping into Toronto. The visibility's terrible. The air quality is not good. But guess what? Inside, it is perfect. Room temperature. But it'll get heated up tonight because the Scarborough Shooting Stars are back home to take on the Edmonton Stingers tonight here on the CEBL. And hello, Canada. Rod Black along with my man, Deshaun Stevens. Good to have you back. And another guy who is back is a guy that we affectionately got to know here in Toronto, in Scarborough, as Terquavion Smith.
You know, I feel like for the Scarborough Shooting Stars, every couple weeks there's a new player coming into the fold. I mean, we had Cat Barber earlier in the season, the mid-season. Obviously, Miles Powell to start the season. Turk is back, and listen, he brings a lot to the table. A 6'4" guard, aggressive, can do it all. Average 25 points per game in the CBA. Of course, some G League experience, and he's going to be a well-added addition to this team as they prepare for the playoffs.
Came back from China, played with his team to the semifinals last year in championship weekend. He was Batman, or was he Robin, with Donovan Williams? And now we got a 0 and a 0-0 behind him in Frank Mitchell. So we'll watch Turk tonight as he plays alongside Miles Powell. And I guess the question for you is there enough basketball out there for two guys who like the basketball?
Yeah, I think a big thing about this league, I think in any league, listen, the MVP of the league is normally the best player on the best team. The best team right now is the Scarborough Shooting Stars, and their best player is Miles Powell, averaging 24 points per game. We've seen him lead this team down the stretch, dig them out of holes. He's one of the leaders in this league when it comes to target, score, winners. He's one of the most clutch players in this league. But of course, we're going to have to see how they gel together. Like you said, one ball, only one man can touch it, and there's going to be many touches across those two players today.
One guy will see the ball on the other side is a team right now that's reeling. They've lost 3 in a row in the Stingers, but there is the man, Nick Hornsby, or as I like to call him, Nick Hornsby in the range, and he's got a lot of range.
Yeah, I like Nick Hornsby. Listen, he's a 6'7" guard. Of course, he's a veteran in this league, 31 years old, but he plays like he's young and youthful. He has a lot of pep in his step. He can kind of do it all. He can drive to the rim. He can slash to the back, shoot the three, and, of course, find his players to set up great opportunities. He's going to be a leader for this team today as they march to the playoffs and try to dig their way out of that below 500 record.
Let's take a look at how these teams compare. They match up. The tail of the tape if you will. The stats master tonight. Deshaun, take us through the numbers, what you see. And, of course, the Scarborough Shooting Stars, they score the basketball, almost averaging 95 points a game.
Yeah, I think for Scarborough Shooting Stars tonight, big thing for them, of course, 2-1 high-scoring points teams in the league. But I think for Scarborough Shooting Stars is going to be, again, their three-point percentage. Can they be successful from three? They've been very slow to start a lot of games. We've seen them come alive in the fourth quarter and in target score time, so can they be consistent? And I think for Scarborough, a big thing, that free throw percentage. We've seen them struggle at the line. Can they take advantage at the line when the opportunity comes to fruition?
Lot to play for the Shooting Stars. They're coming off a loss, but a win and some help tonight, and they basically can guarantee themselves first place as we're at the three-quarter poll of the season, and that's how good the Shooting Stars have been shining so far this season. Jaden Campbell is back in town as well. Shooting Stars Stingers coming your way on the CEBL tonight.
Welcome back to the Pan Am Center. My name is Esparahini, your sideline reporter for tonight's Jackson, joined alongside Scarborough Shooting Stars head coach Tyrell Vernon. Tyrell, have to ask you, coach, what is the thought process knowing that there are playoff implications on the line?
You know, you're just trying to get better every possession. You know, there's some guys coming in and out. Summer League, we're still waiting on a couple, but, you know, just trying to play every possession and win each one, get some good momentum going into the end of the season here.
Terquavion Smith is back in the lineup for you guys. What does he provide for this team as he enters the season late?
You know, pleasure to have him back. You know, what he does is he's a three-level guy. You know, he's going to shoot the ball off the bounce, off the catch, you know, and also can play make for us a bit as well.
All right, thank you, Coach. Guys, back to you.
All right, thank you, S. And Tyrell Vernon, as the lights are down, they're bringing in the announcements for the starting five here tonight. The Shooting Stars, crowd filing in. Good time to talk about the keys to the game presented by CDIC for tonight's game as our lights come on. Deshaun, what are you thinking?
Yeah, for the Edmonton Stingers, listen, you want to win versus the Scarborough Shooting Stars? By committee only. Nick Hornsby's going to get the ball in his hands a lot, but teams that have beaten the Scarborough Shooting Stars, hasn't happened many times this season, have done it by committee. Other players stepping up, role players stepping up, finding ways to get the ball in the basket. You got to stay composed. That's next up. It's going to get hot. It's hot outside. It's going to get hot in here. Frank Mitchell's going to get in your head. This is an emotional Scarborough Shooting Stars team, and of course, we've been saying it all season, you got to be prepared to get big down low because you got to win that rebound game against those tall Scarborough Shooting Stars.
It's not just hot outside, it's smoking hot outside here in Toronto, and Shooting Stars have been smoking hot all season. Let's take a look at their keys, again presented by CDIC.
Yeah, for the Scarborough Shooting Stars, the playoff prep starts now. The word on the street is that the Scarborough Shooting Stars are making the playoffs. It's not a secret anymore. Their march to a CEBL championship officially starts now. They got to get it together. Turk is in the lineup now. We're going to see how that chemistry comes together. For the Scarborough Shooting Stars, of course, wire-to-wire three-point success. They've been slow from three-point line to start in all their games and been really able to bring it together in the fourth quarter. So let's see if they can be consistent throughout the game. And, of course, let's not pay for missed free throws. The struggles for the Scarborough Shooting Stars from the free throw line have been, I think, well documented this season. Let's calm down. Let's hit our free throws. Make it easy.
All right, let's take a look at the starting lineups here tonight in the ends. And again, Terquavion Smith back in Scarborough, back in the lineup, just a different number. We're 0 now. You'll see 00. Frank Mitchell always comes off the bench. Javen Johnson, then Khalil Miller, Kellen Tynes, and Miles Powell. No Cat Barber tonight for the Shooting Stars and for the Stingers. Look out for Nick Hornsby. He's a load. Scotty Lindsay, Tay Donald, Trey King, Manuel Bandamel for the Stingers again, who have lost 3 in a row. Now, Deshaun, you've got some bullseyes here. Players to watch. Who are we watching tonight?
My bullseye, my first bullseye, we're going over to Miles Powell, of course, for the Scarborough Shooting Stars. Or actually, let's start with Nick Hornsby, really and truly. Nick Hornsby for the Edmonton Stingers has been great for this team all season. Right now, he's their leader. He's their leading scorer, averaging 16 points per game, long, 6'7". Expect him to get big down low. That battle between him and Frank Mitchell in the paint is going to be big time. It's going to be big time. We got to look out for that. So I'm looking at Nick Hornsby to lead this team to a victory tonight. If they can do it, it's going to flow through him for sure.
He
for
is the franchise. He's
absolutely,
the franchise.
Absolutely. He's this franchise's right now, I think, one of their best players in franchise history. And that's big considering Xavier Moon played here, right? But let's look at Norman, or not Norman Powell. Let's look at Miles Powell.
He plays like Norman Powell.
He plays like Norman Powell. But Miles Powell for Scarborough, listen, he's been the leader for this team this season. He's been their consistency, 24 points per game. He's really been, I think, the one that leads this team through adversity. I think the big thing for the Scarborough Shooting Stars this season has been just slow starts. They've really struggled to get it going in the first and second quarter. They've often found themselves digging themselves out of holes in the third quarter, only to bring it together in the fourth quarter and target score time. So let's see if Miles Powell can help his team establish some consistency out the gate. The ball's going to be in his hands a lot. He's going to have to establish some chemistry with Turk as this game progresses. But I think, whether you win or lose, it's going to go through number 13.
And by the way, that new Batman and Robin is right there, and who knows, maybe Donovan Williams will show up as well. Here are our players to watch. Look at the numbers. Miles Powell, he was leading the league a few weeks ago. He's now third in points scoring, but again, he missed a game after a suspension. But you can see what Nick Hornsby does. He practically averages a triple-double.
Absolutely, absolutely. The points might differ. There might be an 8-point difference there, but again, for Nick Hornsby, it's more than just the points. It's the size, it's the length, it's everything.
Let's talk about the Rock. The Rock. The Rock is the ball. The ball is the Spalding ball. It's the official game ball of the CEBL. And Jason Steele, our crew chief, will throw it up in a second. Our umpires tonight, Farhan Beg, Christine Vuong, our whistleblowers on this Thursday night in the ends. And it's been a day where, if you're watching, wherever you're watching, not in the Ontario area, basically everybody's been told to stay inside. Air quality not good for the second straight day, maybe creeping into tomorrow, so it's a good night to be here watching some basketball. The well-dressed Jordan Baker coaching the Edmonton Stingers, just coming by us. Jordan Baker, what a player. I believe Jordan Baker could dress today and still drop 20.
Absolutely. Jordan Baker was a great. He was a great
drip.
Yeah, he got it. He was a great U Sports player. Won a couple championships in the CBL. Retired early. Became a head coach right away. He just left his Starbucks cup right there. Was that for you? Is that?
Yeah, that's all right. He's good. He's good. I'm not arguing with him. We're ready to tip it off. Away we go here tonight. Khalil Miller, Trey King, and it's to Nick Hornsby right away. Hornsby, franchise leader, points, rebounds, steals, everything. He's the guy. He's the lead Stinger. Rebound, Turk touches the ball on the first possession. Now working with Miles Powell, the new Batman and Robin. Turk lets it fly, and he gets it! First shot back in Scarborough. Welcome back to the ends, Terquavion Smith.
Love to see it. Miles Powell brings it up, hands it off to Turk, and he hits a three right out the gate. Hitting threes, got that chemistry going. You love to see it if you're Scarborough.
Tay Donald operates the backcourt, gives it to Scotty Lindsay. Lindsay down low to King. Blocked there by Khalil Miller. Get that out of here, he says. Kellen Tynes, Maritimer. Oh, backdoor pass. Khalil, reverse, and the rebound. The putback punched in by Kellen Tynes.
And you see the Scarborough Shooting Stars, they're moving with some juice, they're moving with some energy. Great defensive transition.
Oh, what a pass by Hornsby. Soft hands. Drops it into Trey King III out of Lexington, Kentucky. G-Leaguers, played with a number of teams. Former Iowa State Cyclone. One of the leading scorers for the Stingers. And it's a 5-2 early lead for Scarborough. Turk again. That one from the popcorn stand. 1 for 2 from beyond the arc. Hornsby lost the handle, gets it back. Back out with those pink kicks, letting it fly and dropping that down. Emmanuel Bandamel from Quebec City.
Vanderbilt with the pump fake, stayed hesitant, got that shot up and hit it. Great motion from him.
Thinking pink on those pink kicks. Javen Johnson. High field goal percentage from beyond the arc. Now Bandamel from La Belle Provence. Look at those sneakers tonight, the most colorful on the floor. Bandamel thinking three, back out to Hornsby. He attacks the rack. Euro step, takes it there, and Nick Hornsby does it again. The California native.
And that's where you see the length in his game, able to move around, get his hands up in awkward positions, and finish at the rim.
Nick's played all around the world. Loves playing in the CBL, one of the nicest guys in the league. What a player, and he is a beast. And Johnson takes it to the rack.
Johnson out the corner, drives to the rim, goes up with the right finishes. Scarborough's looking good early on.
Good start, both offenses, and there's a steal. Tynes takes it to the rim, lays it in, 9-7 Scarborough.
This is the dream start if you're the Scarborough Shooting Stars.
Bandamel, former Nebraska Cornhusker, recently played in Finland. Hornsby waits now. Tay Donald. That's altered. Shot clock at 5. Donald knifes inside. Corner three. They swing it back out. Put it on the deck. Put it up and float it through. Scotty Lindsay.
You know, even though they let up a point on that, I got to credit Scarborough for their defense again, letting the shot clock expire. There was a blocked shot on that possession from Khalil Miller. They're doing good defensively to start this game. The presence is there.
Turk, strong to the hoop. Turquavion Smith not missing a beat.
It feels like he just picked up where he left off.
King is fouled. He's going to go to the line and shoot here. 11-9. 3.5 minutes gone in this one tonight.
And look at this right here. Turk just drives to the rim, gets a hand up through contact, and gives a little flex after there. Lets him know that I'm here. I'm back. My presence is here. I'm getting right back to work.
Benches now, and here comes Frank, the tank. Mitchell off the bench, what he does every game. Leads the CEBL in rebounding, leads the CEBL in double-doubles. Ken plays off the bench, and he is, as Joe Razzo, the coach, likes to call him, the Rhino. He is the Rhino. If he just had a horn on top of his head, because he puts his head down, and you cannot stop him. If you want to stop him, you might end up in the fourth row.
Yeah, you got to make a good business decision when you're defending Frank Mitchell, because he's coming downhill. It's almost like a old school running back in the NFL coming downhill at you. You know, maybe you just want to just let him go. Let him pick up the extra yards.
So subs were coming in. Trey King goes out. King out of Lexington, Kentucky. Played recently with the Austin Spurs in the G League. Trying to get back. Summer League and G League. A lot of movement coming up soon. Turk again. Turk yo-yos that basketball. Back out to Miles. Powell behind the back. Powell spinning, turning, floating, hitting.
Beautiful finish by Miles Powell. Look at that. The tween, the spin, the going up at the awkward position and finishing at the rim. It's beautiful.
Backdoor stolen. There's a foul there, and Miles Powell probably knows it was an unnecessary foul there. It was a bunny for Scotty Lindsay. He's going to go to the line and shoot.
Well, you know what, Rod? Listen, early on, we're seeing it. Turk and Miles Powell, it's working. It's looking good so far. You see the chemistry. You see the ball movement. They're playing off each other. They're both really high energy right now. They're both finishing at the rim. They're doing what they do best. Miles Powell's working the paint, working the rim, and Turk is working the three. It's looking good.
Jordan Baker Chatting with Tay Donald. Eastern Conference meeting Western Conference tonight. This game in the East presented by Lotto Max. East meeting West. This Edmonton team. Jermaine Small coached a few years ago, 2-time CEBL champions. They were the powerhouse. That's what Jordan Baker wants to do. Such a great rivalry out there with Calgary, and Calgary's dipped this year. Vancouver Bandits, of course, Winnipeg Sea Bears, the Wild West, and the rebound, but on the end line, so it was Scarborough basketball, was Bandamel.
You know, think back to the days of, you know, in Edmonton, you have Xavier Moon, and you had, you know, Javon Johnson, and you had
Jordan Baker.
Jordan Baker right here, right? Adika Peter McNeely.
Oh, Rainbow goes for Terquavion Smith.
And he's off to a great start. I think that might be considered a heat check, but a big three from Terquavion. That's his third three of the game. A lot of success early on for these Scarborough Shooting Stars.
Nice cutting pass. The dish, so sweet, from Hornsby to Donald.
Tay Donald, a former OUA All-Star, doing it now in the CBL. You love to see it.
Laurier Golden Hawk. It's a nice pass for Johnson, but Frank Mitchell couldn't get unglued. Good defense that time from Isaac Jack from Port Alberni, BC, who's in the game, where he's number 14. Played at Pacific.
And take a look at this basket from Tay Donald. Drives to the rim, almost like a receiver running a route. Just gets found in motion and goes up. So fluid. Tay Donald always been doing this.
Nick. And Terquavion Smith a little too close that time. It'll be 3 shots for Scotty Lindsay.
Yeah, the energy for Terquavion Smith early on is high. Listen, he's getting it done on the offensive floor, trying to get it on the defensive floor. And let's take a look at this three right here. Look at this. Big three, and you know, you see Terquavion's all over him. There's a little bit of contact there on that shot. So just keep doing what you're doing, but let's minus the contact a little bit.
Well, if you follow along at home and you follow along on your mobile device or in the interweb, you'd follow us, CEBL League, on all social platforms, Canada's Pro Basketball League. Stay up to date, stats, storylines, more for all 10 teams. Great stuff there. A lot of movement right now. You got to watch the wire right now because the breaking news every day, players coming, going. Yesterday we found out Terquavion Smith, who had been signed earlier this season, was back with the Shooting Stars. And as we talked with Jordan Baker before this game, you know, there's a constant door that's kind of always, it's never shut.
Yeah.
You know, players come, players go. The Summer League, the G League, players getting pro opportunities elsewhere. You never know what your team or what your opposition will look like game to game.
Absolutely, that's the nature of the league. I mean, Jordan Baker said face Niagara in June, and you know he's going to face them again on the weekend, and they're going to 2 completely different teams, right? And so, but that's the nature. There's opportunity here in this league.
Hornsby, steal, 2-on-1 here. Alley-oop, oh, that would have been a beauty, and now it's wedgie time as Stanley Baz Davis was going up, and he's got some hops. Hornsby has a smile. Let's take a look at this alley that was supposed to be an alley-oop, but it was an alley-oops.
And you know what? He was selfless. Hornsby was selfless in that, wanted to go up and give that. But you know, I wish I would have seen him go to the rim. But let's take a quick break, and we'll be right back after this.
Welcome back to the Pan Am Center, where the Edmonton Stingers lead, and the best record in the CEBL, the Scarborough Shooting Stars, just added one of the best offensive players in Terquavion Smith. And when I asked about Terquavion before the game, he was bubbling with energy. He was so excited because this is the first basketball that he's played in nearly 2 months. He's been dealing with a hamstring injury that he sustained in China playing in the CBA, and he told me that tonight is more than just him being able to return to basketball, but also to be able to return to playing with the Scarborough Shooting Stars. Coming in so late into the season, he said that this was all part of the plan to be able to join this group. And what I asked him was, hey, does it make sense for you to join this late? He said, absolutely. The positivity that this group brings meshes exactly with the energy I want to bring on the court. Guys, back to you.
You're so right, S. And this guy, when he came in last year, there's a guy Nick Nurse knows very well, the head coach of the Sixers. Saw him in the Summer League, saw him with the Sixers. Oh, nice play by Miles Powell, the reverse, and that's what Miles Powell does best.
Miles the Magician. That's what we're going to start calling him, because that was some trickery.
Magician. How about that? 4.5 to go here, first quarter. It's been a tight one, back and forth, punch, counterpunch. Baz, pierces the net.
Huge response. Huge response from Davis.
There's a number you don't see very often,
Yeah.
98. I like it, though. Looks good on him. Stanley Baz Davis out of Chester, PA, former Morgan State Bears. As Shooting Stars give it up. Baz, he is a scorer, baller. Not that time. Slams the stanchion. Nice feed. Hook pass. Anthony Walker goes up. Looks like he's going to shoot. Kellen Tynes on the dish.
And you see, let's take a look at Miles Powell last bucket, because, again, that was some trickery. Look
Houdini.
at this. He gets through. He went baseline, got through the contact, goes up, falls with the contact, and finishes at the rim. Again, Miles Powell, the unique thing about him is he's just able to just finish in so many different acrobatic positions at the rim. He's such an aggressive guard. He has no fear. He doesn't fear contact. You see him favoring his wrist a little bit, but he wants that contact, and I love it. That's what makes his game so special, and that's what makes him one of the best scorers in this league.
Anthony Walker came to the Shooting Stars last year after being with Montreal and was an immediate contributor. Good free throw shooter, 75%. Doesn't score a lot, but he is a defensive stopper.
Already a couple tipped passes in this game.
Kai Ashton Langford is out there now, the Worcester, Mass native. There he is. Went to Boston College, gives it up. Miles Powell almost got it back. Bandamel swings it baseline. Soft J goes. Nick Hornsby again with the range.
Big shot for Nick Hornsby. You want to see him get going early on in this game. You know, he only has 2 points to start this game, trying to get going.
Miles Powell, I don't think S or Deshaun get the Hornsby. Do you get it, S? Do you get the Hornsby, the range thing? Do you get it? I don't think Deshaun has any clue.
Yeah, no.
That's the old guy. That's the old guy talking.
As long as I'm not alone on that one,
No.
S.
Do you get it, S?
No.
Okay, just Google Bruce Hornsby in the range.
Okay, all right, 1 second.
That's just the way it is.
I would Google it right now, but
Just Google it. Boy, I'm showing my age. Man, I have to change my Depends. All right. Yeah, Tupac used Bruce Hornsby. He sampled it. See, Danny
That's
Gladney.
just the way it is. I
That's
got it.
it.
I got it.
wait, like
There
that's
you
just
go.
the way it is.
I have so many
that song.
musical 80s and 90s references because you know what? You guys weren't even born.
This, okay,
Telling you.
I wasn't born, but I know the reference
Why
now.
did you have to say that you weren't born? I just was making it up. You didn't have to say that. God.
I mean, at the time that song came out, I wasn't
There's
born.
Frank Mitchell. That's just the way it is.
Things will never be the same.
Frank does what he does best. Watch this battle underneath. Oh, nice pass underneath as well. Baz jukes him one way, the other. Up top. King went for the tray, couldn't get it down. Here's Miles Powell now. Aaron Sims into the game. Sims spins back out. Walker on the deck. 6 in the 6. Corner three knocked down. Aaron Sims.
Aaron Sims from the corner putting up that shot. Oh, what a response.
Take that. Touche, says Baz.
And they're having a little bit of a back and forth there. You see him, Bass is getting hot.
It's a great game so far. Back and forth. 1 point lead, Edmonton. 2 minutes to go opening frame. Frank Mitchell just tossed that in. Aaron Sims.
Yeah.
That was a pass to the slot back. Floated it up.
Yeah.
Oh my goodness. Oh, and Frank that time though got dusted on the back door.
And now you're seeing it's breaking down a little bit. Both teams are getting hot. We're going back and forth.
Adong McCoy's out there. Finger. Whoa! Oh, Frankenstein! Frank Mitchell rocks the rim. A miss underneath by McCoy. I just felt something about 6.3 on the Richter. Frank Mitchell.
You felt that too. Oh, I felt that too.
Gobbled up the rim. Here's another. Oh, Skywalker throws it down.
We're seeing the Showtime shooting stars. Showtime shooting stars. I like it.
Man, some follow dunks here. McCoy back out, and that was a push by Sims. Michael Nuga is coming in the game. Mike Nuga brings the juice.
Let's see what Danny G's going to rack up. Here we go. Frank Mitchell with the putback. Like you said, that's just the way it is, right? Frank the Tank, always reliable in the paint. Mike Nuga, Scarborough native, checking into the game. Went to Bray Buff High School. Played a little bit at UNLV. Fun fact.
Yeah, been in the CEBL for a while. Played with Rattlers a few years ago before they became the Mamba. And he is an Energizer bunny. This guy can fly. One of the quickest guys in the league. Oh, the floaters. Nice one by Ashton Langford.
Comes in and hits a shot. And now Nuga's going to take on Miles Powell.
Final 35 seconds, first quarter.
There you go.
1 point game. Swinging it to Walker. That's a little too long. Ashton brings it back. And that three ball's gobbled up by Mitchell, and he's fouled. Loose ball foul, number 22, Adong McCoy, or is it? Terrell Vernon. Delay of game against the Shooting Stars. So that's a warning. But 19.2 shot clock is off, so who do you give the ball to here?
Oh, you want the ball in Miles Powell's hand, right? If Turk is not on the court, you want the ball in Miles Powell's hand as time expires, because that's how it's been all season.
He is the Iceman. Former Sixer, Miles Powell.
But check Sims. Sims has been reliable too.
4 seconds, he lets it go, he hits it, and falls into the front row. Miles Powell, the magician, the Iceman. Buzzer beater again.
Miles Powell, listen, when the clock is ticking, that's when he's most comfortable. You said Iceman, he performs well under pressure, never gets faded.
Miles Powell being Miles Powell. His name is Miles Powell on the CEBL tonight. Well, Scarborough Shooting Stars leading by 4, and the dunk show from Walker, from Mitchell.
You're seeing it all. Look at this. Powell goes up, but Mitchell's right there, has his back. And listen, for Scarborough Shooting Stars, this is a 4-point lead. But what an amazing first quarter. It's a dream first quarter that they just had. Turk is on. Miles Powell is on. The defense is clicking. Frank Mitchell is putting down putbacks. Everything is clicking for these Scarborough Shooting Stars, and that's been their biggest thing this season. It's been the start. They finished well, but they've had problems with the start. Well, the start is looking good. Now it's about, can they be consistent? Even the three-point ball is falling. It's looking good.
Well, we shall see. One thing about this Shooting Stars team, they have had so many lineups. It's like musical chairs out there.
Yeah,
Every
I agree.
game, when the music stops, there's somebody new in the lineup. They haven't missed a beat. 14-3.
And
Class of the CEBL so far. Fall away, 3, in and out, rattles it. Walker, been good so far tonight. Jaden Campbell back home again. Campbell back with the Shooting Stars. Trey King, Euro, and strong to the hoop. Blocking foul, and it looks like he is going to shoot.
Trey King, look at that.
Oh, they're
it's a
saying
charge.
it's a charge against the Stingers. Jordan Baker,
Irate.
incredulous.
Let's take a look. Our feet planted. Let's see. Our feet planted. We got the drive. Trey King coming in.
I don't know.
I don't see the feet planted. I
Maybe
see
it
contact.
might have been the elbow.
Yeah, it might have been. A little bit too much sauce.
Turk is back in the game. Oh, look at that play by Johnson. Back out to Campbell. 2 Jadens on the floor. And flushed by Khalil Miller.
Just like he used to do at McMaster. You love to see it from Khalil Miller.
He is Mr. Reliable.
Absolutely.
Khalil Miller.
Absolutely.
Just does the job night in and night out. Punches that clock. Charles Bediaco with Team Canada right now was the starting center for the early part of the season. Johnson misses that. Look at Khalil Miller.
The rebounding effort on that was amazing. Khalil Miller put himself in position, boxed out, right, and was able to at least get a hand on that ball. Give them a chance. And let's take a look at Miller's last bucket. Look at this. Drives in, and look at Miller. Goes up strong. So reliable. I feel like he's like the blue-collar player of this lineup. You know, he just works hard, gets the job done, checks in, checks out, you know, does his job the right way. Easy.
The hard
very
helmet
coachable.
on.
Yeah.
Yeah. Tay Donald. St. Thomas, Ontario native. Again played at Laurier. Big part of Jordan Baker's Edmonton Stingers. They're trying to get back into that championship circle. That was a nice jumper there, just a little too long.
Oh, what an effort, though.
Nuga. King swinging it. Look out. Hornsby time. That's just the way it is.
Oh, and what a beautiful mid-range jumper from Nick Hornsby. Look at this, a two-step dribble, pulls up from the elbow and hits it.
Turk launching. Will shoot 3.
Mike Nuga a little bit confused about the foul, but listen, the one thing about Turk that makes him special is he's able to draw in those fouls, right? He's able to look when you reach, catch you at the right time, and go put that 3 to get himself to the line.
Turk has 8 in the game. It's his first trip to the line. Cal Tire is the proud partner and tire expert of the CEBL. Shop top tire brands. Have peace of mind with Cal Tire's price match guarantee. Shop and book at caltire.com.
Free throws have been a huge thing for the Scarborough Shooting Stars this season, last season. You know, I think it means a lot for Turk to come in and take his first free throws and hit them. It really does. It really and truly.
Took the first shot of the game, nailed that. This guy's a scorer.
There you go.
Quavion Smith, Farmville, North Carolina, former member of the Wolfpack at NC State. 17 points in one game with the Sixers. Played against the Brooklyn Nets a couple years ago. Thought he would be able to hang in the show, but trying to get back there. He's played in China the last couple of seasons. Averaged 24 in China before he had the hamstring problem. Khalil, not his shot, but he takes it! Makes it!
Blue collar, gets the job done. Reliable. That's Khalil Miller.
Punch that clock.
Love it. Checks in, checks out.
42-32, Khalil Miller. knocking down the three. You're watching the CEBL on CEBL Plus, CBC Gem on YouTube.
Welcome back to the Pan Am Center where the Shooting Stars lead. I spoke to captain of the Stingers, Nick Hornsby, before the game. He's been with the Stingers for 4 years. You guys talked about his decorated past with Edmonton, but he also told me that this season things are going to plan. They're third in the Western Conference. They're a top offense in the CBL, a bottom defense, but he also told me that they've been able to weather storms. He said that the season has been divided into 3 sections. The start of the year, where guys are coming in, you're trying to incorporate new faces. The middle of the season in the Summer League, where it's a bit of a revolving door. And now this part of the season where you put it all together. They're hoping they've weathered the storm, and now they can focus on winning. Guys, back to you.
Yes, Vandiar, you're so right. It's not about the start. It's about the finish. Who's the last team standing? Niagara River Lions have won the last 2 championships. Before that, the Shooting Stars. Before that, Stingers had won a pair. Back out, Turk swinging it. Walker, good ball movement from the Shooting Stars. Johnson goes one-on-one. Turk lets it fly, lets it go, and hits it. The Turk is back in town.
Turk 3 for 4 from 3. Hitting his shots. Has 9 points from deep to start this game. That's his 14th point just in the first half.
Again? Oh! No! Unbelievable, Turquavion Smith.
Check that, 17 in the first half.
The Turk is on fire. Ladies and gentlemen, Turquavion Smith first came back with the Shooting Stars since last playoffs.
Let's take a look at some of these threes right
Batman
here.
in the house.
Look at that. Pulls up, hits it. Oh, and he has a – is that the Miles Powell celly where he pulls his shirt up? Look, he's already learning from Miles Powell.
I don't know if that's maybe the bat signal. Again, last year, Batman and Robin became a fixture. The dynamic duo, Turquavion and Donovan Williams, 2 ex-NBAers, put on a show single-handedly, and along with Kat Barber, the 3-headed monster. But we had a lot of fun in the playoffs, like who was Batman and who was Robin. They both deferred, but Turquavion probably a little quieter than Donovan. Donovan more showy, but together they had a perfect marriage on the court. They were the dynamic duo, and now with Miles Powell out there, you got to think that Batman and Robin
Once again.
Just there's.
And you know what? It might be the same thing. We don't know who's going to be Batman or Robin in this situation because they're both playing lights out. They both play MVP level caliber basketball.
By the way, if Donovan Williams comes back,
Oh,
then you got a Superman too. Oh, wow! Reverse, little English as well from Jaden Johnson.
if Donovan Williams comes back, we might be looking at the Avengers.
Yeah. Oh, Hornsby trying to throw it in on the bounce. Khalil picks it off. Turk, touch pass, Miles, and in and out. That was nice basketball, though, right there.
Absolutely.
Unselfish. Jaden wants to take it. Takes it. Makes it! Jordan Baker wants a timeout. And bring out the fire hose. This smoky town today because this team is red hot beyond the arc.
Rod, one of the things I spoke about being in the game, can the Scarborough Shooting Stars experience or exemplify wire-to-wire three-point success? And they are doing that tonight. You are seeing wire-to-wire so far 3-point success. And look at this. Turk with the ball in his hand, so dangerous, gets it to Miller. And look at the ball movement. Look at that. And look how Johnson just goes up acrobatically. And look here, again, Johnson, he hesitates. He thinks about it. He says, no, I can hit this. Takes that shot and makes that shot. Dabs up Turk and continues the 3-point success from downtown tonight.
Well, the lead right now, 53-34. Just a few moments ago, it was a 1-point game. In the span of a couple of minutes, the Shooting Stars have gone on a serious run.
Right now
they're by 19 and 8 of 16 beyond the arc, plus 5 beyond the arc. That's 15 points. That's essentially the run they've been on, all because of the 3-ball.
Absolutely. And look, they're shooting right now above their 3-point percentage for the entire season. They shoot 43% from 3 tonight so far, 50% from 3. So you're seeing the change. You're seeing the change that Turk has brought to the lineup. And, of course, you're seeing the change what happens when they're consistent.
Like the Shooting Stars uniforms tonight. Like that look. New Era is the exclusive game uniform partner of the CEBL and all 10 of its teams from coast to coast. Pick up your official replica jerseys now by visiting CEBL.ca. I was talking to my pals over at the merch tent. If I had your kind of money and Danny G's money, because if I had Danny G's money, I'd just burn it. Oh. But I'd be spending a lot of money at that merch tent.
Oh,
they have got, I'm going to tell you, popular items in there, and so many different items, New Era items, and the jerseys are hot sellers. The N stuff, the SSS stuff.
I need one of those. I need one of them varsity jackets.
I know somebody might be able to help you out.
Oh, please introduce me to them.
Jaden Johnson.
Oh, he's hot.
JJ with the J from beyond the arc.
2 for 2. 2 for 2 in the last 2 minutes.
7 of 17 now beyond the arc. This is the best 3-point shooting we've seen from these Shooting Stars.
Absolutely.
Nice pass. Vandemel, the reverse. Scott Lindsay
back to work. Had 7 points in the first quarter. Now gets himself back on the board with 8. He's been their top player tonight. Let's see if he can get hot for these Edmonton Stingers down the stretch.
They need to. Lead is 20. Just got out of hand. Johnson's helped out a lot. And Khalil underneath is going to go to the line. Isaac Jack's going to check in.
And Khalil Miller just does his job, right? A long forward, tall, long, knows how to just position his body. You know, he's not the most, physically big guy, but he knows how to move his body. He knows how to gain his leverage. He knows how to kind of get in there. He's like an artist when it comes to rebounding. I love his game. I love how impactful he is in the paint. Khalil Miller really knows how to get it done when it comes to rebounding.
So impactful. By the way, an excellent 3-point shooter. He's now 9 of 9 on the season.
Oh, he's 100%.
100%. That's 100%. He's 100%.
Oh,
I hate 100%. I hate when people 100%. It's almost like right. 100%. Like, where's your 100%? Anyway, whatever.
You guys almost did the broadcast jinx.
Hey, easy over there, S.
I wasn't trying to jinx him.
Easy, 100%, S. 100%. Oh, look at this! The Shooting Stars, unstoppable right now.
Miles Powell with the pickpocket, the cookie, finishes at the rim with a steal.
Frank Mitchell's back in the game, and Frank's only got 4 points tonight and has been a non-factor so far because of Khalil Miller. Finally, breaking that seal, the Stingers. The lead is 21 in the first half. Turk loses it. Here comes Lindsay. Here comes Hornsby. Hornsby, too strong that time. Back to Shooting Stars. Turk's going to take this. Why not? Front of the iron this time. He's human. And a loose ball foul on that rebound with 4:09 to go before halftime.
And you see Turk subs out. Sims comes in, and what a stretch of minutes Turk just gave this team. And what I love is, between Powell and Turk, when Turk subs out, Powell takes over. When Powell subs out, Turk takes over. You got 2 number 1s on this team that could lead units separately. I love that, and we're about to see Powell's thrive in his moment now.
Baz is back in the game. What a pass. Fires that underneath a bullet to Hornsby.
Hornsby had to give a little pump fake there because the presence of Frank Mitchell was down low, but of course he finished.
Anybody can get them back in this game is 98.
Absolutely.
Baz Davis has been averaging almost 13 points per game. And a nice steal
What a hustle play.
by the franchise leader in steals, Hornsby. Bumping. Baz is fouled. He's going to go to the line.
A lot of contact on that play. Went up. You saw a little bit of a push off. Didn't get called, but got called on second contact.
That's
He'll
a good,
go to the line.
You know, what I love about basketball
Yeah.
is that you can go by one name, but there's so many nicknames. Basketball has more nicknames. Baseball's up there too. So S, your goal, if you choose, your mission, if you choose to accept it. I want to know why Stanley Davis Jr. is nicknamed Baz. Can you find that out for us before the end of the night? Your mission, if you choose to accept it.
I'm accepting.
Dude, I rabbit holed all day and I couldn't find it. So I'm sure you probably can go in there right now and find out.
Rod, do you remember when players in the CEBL used to have nicknames on the back of their jerseys?
Oh yeah, well I remember.
I mean, they still do. I think so.
In the NBA, they yeah, for sure. By the way, earlier tonight, what a great thing that the Shooting Stars. This was the CEO huddle, the first ever. Had a bunch of aspiring leaders, had a chance to host. There's the big cat, Jamal McGlure. God, I love that guy. And a few CEOs and Williams was here. Dolph Ojan was here from the Toronto Zoo. There's our man, the ex-man, Ryan Xavier. But had a chance to chat with a lot of people, a lot of young people who have aspirations to be CEOs. What a great thing Melanie J and Freya and the gang and Shooting Stars have done. Shooting Stars do a lot of community work, but I thought it was fascinating talking to some of these young entrepreneurs. Yeah. And they were asking great questions about what it takes to become that leader, that CEO. And I'll tell you, the guy who had a lot of great answers was Jamal McGlure.
Yeah. Yeah.
A guy from here in Scarborough. And these are all people in Scarborough, the future leaders. By the way, invest in Scarborough.
Absolutely.
This is a terrific part of Toronto.
Absolutely. So much young talent, whether it be athletically, whether it be entrepreneurially, whether it be academically. We have a lot of great talent here in the east side of Toronto, and I think it's amazing to see the Shooting Stars investing in the youth that are coming up in the business space.
Scarborough takes its knocks.
Oh, it
You
does.
know why? Because everybody wants to be from Scarborough. From Scarborough.
I mean, I'm a West Side guy, so
Yeah,
I don't know.
But you talk about some of the greatest basketball
Absolutely.
rivalries in
Yes.
high school.
Yes.
Here's Frank the Tank spinning. Frank was part of some of those rivalries when he was a kid, and Frank goes down hard. Frank Mitchell not as effective now, probably not getting as many minutes as he normally does with Khalil Miller doing what he's doing tonight, but Frank's getting up. Personal foul, but it's not a shooting foul. Just 4 points, 4 rebounds, and again, Frank normally averaging a double-double, 10 of his 17 games, double-doubles for a guy who comes off the bench.
Canadian Player of the Year nominee, man. I think he's right
Yeah,
there.
For
He's
sure. Sixth Man of the Year nominee.
Sixth man. He might be taking home 2 trophies this year, really and truly. And again, what a breath of fresh air for this franchise. And what I love about Frank Mitchell, again, he matches the persona of this market, of this community.
Yes, he does. Barkley-esque. Look at him banging here.
Look at this.
That one thrown back to Lindsay. Here comes the pick. Lindsay gets it. Lindsay, and that's swatted. What a swat by Anthony Walker. Here goes Frank running the floor. Powell back to Frank. Mitchell, 0-0. Good defense again. Oh, the backdoor pass. And Powell misses the bunny on the other side. Frank Mitchell's soft hands for the big man. Pretty to watch. 60-42 and a carry basketball. Something you don't see or called as much. You certainly don't see it in the NBA, which, by the way, happens almost every time down the floor.
Yeah, you definitely don't see the carry as much anymore.
It has to be egregious.
Yeah.
That was egregious. Callentines, Dartmouth, Nova Scotia, out there. Steals leader in the CEBL. Backdoor again, a great feed. Ball movement tonight, exquisite from these Shooting Stars. Frank takes the 3. No, you were getting out of your chair.
I was
there.
ready to get up. I was ready to get up if he hit that.
Turks coming back in a second. 2 minutes to go before halftime. Oh, beautifully done. Adong McCoy, the Edmonton native.
And you see Edmonton's on a little bit of a good run here. They're doing good defensively, shutting down Scarborough, not letting up any easy buckets, and they're finishing in transition. They're staying there. 16-point game, but very manageable for this team.
Adong's done a nice job on Mitchell, just like that. Adong McCoy, the real McCoy.
What defense? Oh, the real McCoy. That's a good line.
Tennessee
What defense?
State Tiger. Throws it on the floor as Lindsay. Mitchell, another rebound. 90 seconds to go before halftime. It's been all Shooting Stars in this second quarter. Close game. Getting out of hand here, Powell. Soft hands off the glass and in.
So elusive.
Hornsby goes coast to coast. Himself pulls a Miles. Powell wanted a foul though.
Anything you can do, I can do better, says Nick Hornsby.
Guess who's coming back? Powell threw it into the front row. That was knocked away by Ashton Langford.
And look at this. Turk checks into the game. And what I love about this is, listen, Scarborough's had a little bit of a struggle over the last couple of minutes. We've seen them allow the Stingers to go on a slight run. They've, fumbled away a little bit of those possessions. Let's bring on Turk to reset the floor. Let's give Miles Powell a break, sit him on the bench a little bit, and let's change up the entire vibe of the game. You got an entirely, basically new lineup here with Turk on the floor, and it's going to be different, right? So that's the dynamic that Scarborough has going on when you have two basically number ones on your team.
Shooting Stars foul on the moving screen. It might be Turk here. And 59 to go. This is a Scarborough Shooting Stars team that was a Khalil Ahmad basket last year away from getting to the championship. The Lion King absolutely broke their hearts in Winnipeg.
Yeah.
Otherwise, the Shooting Stars with their star-studded lineup last year. Keep in mind, those stars didn't come back this year. All new faces, fresh faces like Miles Powell. They bonded together. Now they bring Turk back. They bring Cat back. Maybe more to come. This team is, right now, a juggernaut. Oh, nice pass by Hornsby again.
And you know what, Rod? We've seen some really good Scarborough Shooting Stars teams over the years, since their inception in this league back in 2022. But you know what? This might go down. What a basket from
They
Kevin
might be
Tynes.
the best team. And I'll tell you one thing, without a doubt, no Scarborough Shooting Stars team has had more fun playing together.
Absolutely. This might be the best team on paper, on the court, but I think just in terms of watch value, in terms of having fun watching, this might be the best team so far in this franchise's young history.
Well, Esfandiar Barahini has put his dancing shoes on this season because he's had to dance with these guys in those victory celebration huddles. This game's far from over, by the way. The Stingers have pulled within 14.
Yeah.
14 to go, and a three-pointer here to make it very interesting. I think Jordan Baker would just like a play here and try to get the final bucket before halftime. 5 seconds, 4 seconds, and a reaching foul. And it's Frank Mitchell on the foul. And it is a two-shot foul here. They're in the bonus. So Shooting Stars might be able to get it back for one last heave. We shall see. So 2 shots for Tay Donald, who is a 69% free throw shooters. Lotto Max now gives you even more chances to win with new prizes of $100,000. Oh, there's a miss. Every draw. Get your Lotto Max ticket tonight. Must be 18 plus. Not sure what the jackpot is this week. Man, if I won the jackpot, I'd still come to the games. I love doing these games. Here it is. Final second. Turk. No.
Oh, my goodness.
But I would come to, you know what? If I did the games and I won the jackpot, I'd come in Danny G's car.
If I won the jackpot, first thing I'm buying, Scarborough Shooting Stars varsity jacket. That's the first thing I'm buying. I'm not even joking. Like, I legitimately would get that first.
What a first half for the Scarborough Shooting Stars. Put 64 on the board. So do the Stingers, though, getting 51, but a 13-point lead at halftime. Coming up at the half, a CEBL feature on Charles Bediako with Team Canada right now. S will interview Jordan Baker, the Stingers head coach. First half stats and Deshaun's players to watch. And one of the players we watched was JJ. Jaden Johnson's with S.
All right, Javen, 10 points for you in this first half. I mean, you guys dropped 64. What allowed you guys to be so good offensively?
Man, I'm glad we got Miles back. We got Turk back. We got a lot of firepower now.
A lot of firepower, but it kind of slipped in that second quarter, especially at the end. You guys gave away the lead. What do you guys have to clean up to make sure you get the win in the second half?
Man, we just got to take good shots and then defend. We only can beat ourselves, you know what I'm saying? So we just got to, take good shots, like I said, and get stops.
All right, thank you, Javon. Appreciate it. Guys, back to you.
Javon Johnson with 10, 17 for Turquavion in that first half. Coming up again more with Charles Bediaco and his family. Halftime here tonight. You're watching the CEBL on CEBL Plus, CBC Gem, YouTube, around the world, and the shooting stars are shining stars so far tonight.
What keeps me going? Under the heat of the sun or in the heat of the moment,
Here we go. Let's go. Get up. Well, a record-breaking first half for the Scarborough Shooting Stars. Most points in the first quarter, 34. Most points in a half, franchise. And 64 points, and they lead 64-51. The game far from over. We got third quarter and, of course, fourth quarter target score time. But what a homecoming for the Turk. The Turk coming.
Absolutely. If there was any doubt, if there was any worry or any concern about how Turk would fit into this lineup, I think all of that faded away within the first possession of the game when he hit his first three on his first shot. Turk has been amazing through this first half. 17 points on the floor. He's 100% from the free throw line. He has hit 75% of his threes. He's hot. He's moving the ball around. He's putting his teammates in positions to be successful. He's everything you want, to be honest.
Turk's on fire. First game back, and again, big part of this team last year. Javen Johnson, though, has also been very good. You heard him talking with S. What I loved what Javen said, and, team first, loving the fact that Miles Powell is back, loving the fact Terquavion Smith is back in the lineup, and it goes to show you that there's no ego in this team.
Yeah, and it's funny because there are so many players that are capable of being number ones, number twos, and I think the big thing that we were worried about is there's only one ball. How's everyone going to get their touches? And I think there's no worry about that. I think everyone's taking advantage of their opportunities. Miles Powell is supposed to be the second leading scorer, but here's Javon Johnson with 10 points, and he hasn't even touched the free throw line yet. He's taking advantage of his opportunities. It's a win by committee, and this is a team I think that's very selfless, and you want to see that down the stretch as playoffs approach.
Well, they're a half and a target score away from having another celebration dance with Svandier Berahini. Let's take a look at the numbers in that first half. And one of the keys, first of all, the biggest key is what they are doing beyond the arc. The three-point percentage is 45%, but they're basically plus 15 right now, and they have a 13-point lead. And how about the free throws? Perfect tonight.
Yeah, again, these are the two things that I keyed in on Scarborough for. Can we have wire-to-wire success from the three-point line? Right now, they're doing that. They're hitting their threes. 45%, it's more than you make all season, right? They're above their three-point percentage this season. And, of course, free throw percentage is huge. It's been a concern for this team. And right now tonight, you're seeing them more calm, getting to the free throw line, and actually taking the free points, right?
Yeah.
The namesake. Yeah. So you love to see it if you're Scarborough, kind of cleaning up their issues, using this as a game to kind of really just, I think, get in line. And again, it's all about getting ready for the playoffs.
They haven't been free this season, but hey, look at this. The kids having a good time here. Halftime. We'll see what the Edmonton Stingers, you folks in Alberta, don't go away. Stingers have some sting. They've lost 3 in a row, trying to end that skid when we come back. Scarborough Shooting Stars in their building, Pan Am Center in Toronto, just off Morningside on 401. Shooting Stars living up to their name, Deshaun Stevens, because they are 9 of 20 beyond the three-point line.
They are shooting the lights out in the ends. And, you know, Rod, one thing I love is that it's not just one person hitting threes, it's everybody hitting threes, right? I think you got Turk, 4 for 7. You got Javon Johnson, 2 for 4. Khalil Miller has a 3. He's 1 for 1. Miles Powell has a 3 at the end of the first quarter that we saw, that buzzer beater. And even Amir Sims has hit 1 from downtown. Everyone is shooting. Everyone is shooting their shot. And the big thing is here, it's okay to take your shot, but you got to make it.
Well, plus 15, plus 5, but the 15 points from all these threes is the difference in this ball game.
Absolutely.
Shooting Stars have a 13-point advantage. Let's revisit our players to watch. Deshaun had his eye on these guys tonight. Miles Powell has 11. This is almost even Steven, but Nick Hornsby.
Yeah.
One thing about Nick, this guy is a beast, particularly to start after locker room. Done a lot of Stinger games. Don't get Nick Hornsby mad.
Yeah.
Nice guy, don't get him mad.
Absolutely. Listen, when we look at the players to watch tonight, I think for Miles Powell, he was key to look at. He's had a good game so far. He hasn't had a bad game. He has 11 points. He has 7 rebounds, but Turk has been what's lighting it up. But what I love about Miles Powell is in the moments when Turk is off and Miles Powell is on, that is Miles Powell's opportunity to step up and lead this team, and he's doing exactly that. We take a look at this buzzer beater 3 hit at the end of the first quarter. He's making his shots. He's getting his steals. He's finishing at the rim. He's aggressive. He's going to the line. He's getting it done. Miles Powell is really doing what you'd expect from him all season. It's just right now he's getting to share the load, and I think he likes it that way.
Well, the game is really 36 minutes long, though. We've only played 40 minutes. Or like that, 66 minutes. There we go. Oh. And, you know, a lot of these games you could, you know, say, hey, 40-minute, 10-minute quarters, but it's really 36 minutes because the 4 minutes and target time is different. But it takes a whole game. You never know. We have seen comebacks, stranger things happen, and one thing that could creep in is a little complacency.
And you know what, Rod? How many games have we called for Scarborough Shooting Stars where they were the ones down at halftime? They were the ones that were struggling at halftime and had to come back in the third and fourth quarter.
Points in the paint are favoring the Shooting Stars as well. And here's Jordan Baker now with the S-man.
All right, Coach, what did you guys have to clean up in that first half to be able to compete here in the second half?
Yeah, I mean, we turned it over too many times, too many offensive rebounds. I mean, when we able to get them in the half court, it can get 5 guys in front of it. We do a decent job, but right now they're getting too many easy ones.
It felt like you guys found something late in that second quarter. What was it, and what could be translated into that second half?
Yeah, I think it was, we did a good job holding them to one shot, turning them over a little bit, and then running as a group in transition, trying to, kind of flip the script and get some easy ones when their defense isn't set. So we're going to need a lot more of that in the second half here.
All right, thank you, Coach. Guys, back to you.
I don't know the exact birth date of Jordan Baker. I probably could look it up. The guy was born to play basketball. He was born to coach basketball, too.
Agreed.
He's a leader. And I'll tell you what, he's faced deficits like this before. His team has clawed back. Its biggest lead was 24. And right now it is down to 13 as we get ready for this second half tonight at the Pan Am Center. It's time now for our Red Tag Path to the Playoffs update. Here's how the standings shape up. Again, the Shooting Stars, a win tonight essentially from clinching a home court date, but also good opportunity to clinch first overall. And this year, remember everybody, it's not like championship weekend before. 2 divisions, top 4s play, 1 plays 4, 2 plays 3. Then it's a best of 3 in the final. And as we go out west, you see the Edmonton Stingers right in, Saskatoon Mamba. And really the teams, you've seen Niagara, defending champions, still fighting it out. I guarantee you the Niagara River Lions are going to be there before the season is out. And the Calgary Surge needing a surge. Don't count out that opportunity for a possible Battle of Alberta. So lots of basketball left with a quarter of the season to go.
Like we said, it's 3 seasons, right? You got your first, you got your second season, and you got your third season. Rosters change, players come in and out, chemistry changes. So listen, that playoff picture, as you see it right now, can change really, really quick. The Edmonton Stingers might be sitting here 7-10 and third in their conference out in the West. But listen, a handful of wins, handful of changes, you never know.
We do have a free throw, and it's likely a technical that may have happened here. And it was missed as Jordan wasn't too happy about that. So they did have a free throw by King that was missed. We'll get a clarification on that out of the shoot here. So let's see what happens. See how these locker rooms shaped up a strategy for the second half. Turk gets the ball to start here. 17 large first half and his return to the Shooting Stars. Powell, they work to play with Tynes. Tynes attacks, and it's successful on Tay Donald.
Love that drive to the rim by Tynes, goes up with the left hand, and of course all the contact from Tay Donald doesn't stop him from finishing.
Donald wants to bounce it in. Vandemel back to Tay. Tynes right up on him. Tynes, such a good defender. Scotty Lindsay, need him to get going. Stolen, and in the face. That one is not great. Kellen Tynes goes down. Okay, S, bring it in. Why was there a T here?
Yeah, right before the end of the second quarter, Terquavion Smith took a shot, and then he was kind of disputing the call. He got a technical foul, and then that is the result of that. I also want to say I got the nickname.
Okay, mission. Okay, way to go. Way
I
to
got
go,
the
Tom
mission.
Cruise.
My mission was accomplished.
Okay, hang on. Hold on here. Hold on. Hold on. Wait till Baz gets out on the floor, okay? Just hang on to it. Leave our viewers in suspense. He's not out there yet. All right? Hang on. Mr. Mission Impossible. All right. There's the Turk. Again with a mission that Esfandiar Berahini chose to accept. Vandemel goes around the key. Lindsay chucks it up. Was to find out why they call him Baz. Stanley Davis Jr. Powell misses. It's good. Better be good, too. Oh, the alley-oop is nicely done. Easy one as Trey King pounds it down.
Yep, Miles Powell gets caught in a 2-on-1 with two extremely tall guards.
And the way it's going to happen, Deschamps, we talk about it all the time, for the Stingers to come back, starts at this end,
yes.
Defensively.
Defensively, and you got to finish in transition when you get the opportunity.
Javen Johnson. JJ. Big first half, 10. Oh, nice steal. You can see those quick hands from Tynes. The Maritimer out of Dartmouth, Nova Scotia. Played at Maine, and Scotty Lindsay. And I'm sure Terrell Vernon's not too happy right now. The lead cut to 11, and the Stingers a stop and a bucket away from finally getting it to single digits. The lead was 24, and no lead, as we know, in the CBL is insurmountable. Powell dodges in, dashes in. Miller goes up, and he's fouled. He's going to shoot.
And you see Kellen Tynes trying to rally the group together. Kind of say, what's going on? Let's stay calm, stay composed.
And this battle of East versus West, but being played in the Eastern time zone tonight. Brought to you by Lotto Max. In this Eastern time zone, right now, smoked out. Were you affected at all by this? I actually played golf yesterday in this smoke. That was not a smart thing to do. No. I've never smoked a cigarette in my life, but I felt like I smoked about 10 packs. My game was in the ashes, too.
Oh,
it's been weird, though. The sky's been weird, the fires, and we hope everybody's, by the way, not to make fun of anything like that, and the seriousness of the wildfires Northern Ontario affecting so many people. We think about you right now, and thanks to all those who are fighting those fires, smoke that has enveloped the province of Ontario. 68-55. Spinning is Powell. Up and no, but he's going to the line. He's going to shoot.
But what a take from Miles Powell. Again, the aggression, head down, just really driving to the rim, accepting the contact. And again, just going up at an awkward angle and still always giving himself a chance to finish the and one. At the very least, he goes to the line, but always gives himself a great chance to finish the and one.
Miles, 83%er. Guess who's coming in, S?
S, get ready.
Get ready, S. Dun, 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 dun,
Spotlight.
dun, dun,
98
dun,
right here.
Dun, 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 dun. Your mission. Here comes Baz. S. Tom Cruise, take it away.
The reason his nickname is Baz is because when he was a child, he looked exactly like his father, Shabazz. And in order to not mix them up, it was Baz. So Bazzy is what he goes by. The original is Shabazz. There you go.
Okay.
Man, I like that. That's cute. I
Okay.
like it. That is nice.
That
I
was
thought
like,
maybe it was a Shabuzi thing or something.
that was my prediction. I was like, maybe it's
Yeah,
like a
it's probably
family
Baz.
thing or something.
That's
Yeah,
good.
I like
Shabazz.
that.
I like Baz better, though.
Yeah, I like Baz.
Yeah. Baz almost had the rebound there. Javen Johnson, corner,
Oh.
unblocked that time. And guess who's got the ball? Shabazz. Back out. Donald turns it up the floor. Here come the Stingers again. Shabazz, no. Good job by Svander Berahini-Yart. Correspondent, investigative reporter. Finds all the stories. Khalil's going to the line again. Man, got poked that time. Yeah, he did.
Bit of a hard foul. And I think right now we're at the point where both the Stingers and the Shooting Stars are kind of trying to find their groove right now. Both teams have been unsuccessful.
Stingers
on the
are playing
offensive
hard
end.
now.
They're playing hard. You see it. Hard fouls, right? Let's take a look at this again. Gets in there and look at that hard foul on Khalil Miller. Lets him know, hey, no easy points are coming from here on out. We're here.
Khalil to the line again. 3.5 gone. What a smooth stroke. The big man, former Mac Marauder. Great program. McMaster, once coached, of course, by our buddy Joe Razzo, who, by the way, texted me and
Yeah.
you know what he said?
What do you say?
That's the way it is.
Just now?
Yeah, look, yeah. See, Joe knows. Joe and I are same vintage, man. He listened. He could. Coach Razzo would have been rocking out to Bruce Hornsby.
Oh, my goodness.
Absolutely. Oh, stolen again. Nicely done.
What a finish
Here
by
come the
Langford.
Stingers, Ashton Langford.
Keeping it a 15-point deficit. Scarborough's really trying to hold on to this lead, but the Stingers are fighting back. You see the juice that they have now.
Powell. Frank underneath. Mitchell. Better get out of the key. He did. Tynes. Over to Frank. Oh, and stolen. And fouled. Mitchell going to the line.
But you know what? The thing that I like about Edmonton right now in the paint, active hands. Active hands. You see a lot of just tip passes, tip layups, everything. They're getting active and they're not letting anything easy.
Well, if you're in the Toronto region, GTA, and Scarborough, and Season 5 from the ends, be part of the action from here at Toronto's Pan Am Sports Centre by scanning the QR code, visiting shootingstars.ca/tickets. Come on down, be part of the party, and it is a party every time. Go to a party and a basketball game breaks out. That's what it is here.
Listen, pull up, grab a patty and a cocoa bread, you're good to
Yeah.
go. And make sure you get in the first half because it sells out by halftime.
Yeah, always a late arriving crowd. It's mostly the traffic in GTA, but I'll tell you. Fun place to watch basketball, and this level, this brand of basketball in Canada, it's been outstanding. Canada's Pro Basketball League. Nick, no.
You see the ball movement, though, by Edmonton. The ball movement's looking good. It just has to go down.
Powell again! Strong drive and fouled. Powell with the foul to try to make it a three-point play
And
the
look at this.
old-fashioned way.
Look at the ball movement. Turk to Powell. Powell slashes baseline to the basket, goes up with the right and gets the contact. It's slight contact, but it's still contact. Finishes and has a chance for the and one. Miles Powell, so quick. That's what makes him so special, so quick in transition. If you're not on him like glue, you have him lost. You've already lost that possession. He's gone, and you know he's going up, and he's getting contact.
Former Seton Hall Pirate, former Sixer, like Turk. Also played in China. 28-year-old Miles Powell. Leads back to 18. Anthony Walker will check it in a second. Isaac Jack is out there. Big number 14. Hornsby throws it up. Almost a shot put in. Isaac Jack using that big, almost 7-foot frame. 6'11", BC native. Played at Pacific University. And I mentioned that. Tigers, you know the coach there is.
Of course.
A legend.
Yup.
The most successful CIS/U Sport coach in basketball history.
Dave Smart. The one and only.
And I'm sure he's watching this game because Dave Smart is a basketball savant.
Yeah. You know what? Congratulations to Dave Smart getting inducted into the Canadian Basketball Hall of Fame.
Yes, and by the way, very well deserved.
Absolutely.
Used to love doing those university sport. Oh, no! Frank Mitchell. Thunder slam again.
Rim shaker, difference maker, shot blocker.
Earthquaker.
Frank Mitchell. That's just the way it is.
He is the man. That was with impunity. My goodness.
And you know what? You can feel the little bit of frustration in that one because it's been slow for him to get going tonight.
Lead is 77-59. Frank, you very much.
Welcome back to the Pan Am Center where the Scarborough Shooting Stars lead big. The CEBL playoff format has changed this year. Instead of single elimination for the CEBL championship, it is a 3-game series, and that makes a world of difference for the Scarborough Shooting Stars, who are #1 in the Eastern Conference, and tonight have a chance to clinch first in the East all throughout the playoffs. If they win tonight, and if the Niagara River Lions win tonight, and they are up big right now in their own game, then the Shooting Stars end up as the #1 team in the Eastern Conference all throughout the playoffs and will host 2 championship games. Now, I asked head coach Tyrell Vernon about this, and he said, we don't need any extra motivation. We've created an environment that relies on guys who are motivated by themselves. We are not going to park the bus here. We are going to attack every game aggressively. And guys, as you can tell by the score, they're doing that right now.
Yeah, that bus is running, I'm telling you that. They have got it running tonight as Baz hits the line. Still far from over. This is a lopsided game. Keep in mind that the Shooting Stars tonight are also without Kat Barber. Remember, there is a ratio, import ratio, so Kat's the odd man out here tonight.
And you know what? I think it might be what's best for Kat, considering he's had a rough last couple of games trying to find himself. You know, I think for Kat, the big thing is just getting ready for that playoff push, right? They want to get all things in check once the playoffs come. They're going to have home court advantage if they can kind of lock things down tonight. But I think for Kat, it's about finding himself in the month of July.
A lot has to be said about what the Shooting Stars have been able to do, particularly GM Brady Heslop, who's scoured the map and burnt the phone lines as Mitchell is hammered by Isaac Jack. Frank is going down, and it looks like he hurt his wrist. And you wonder if that was on the fall. And that is all they need right now. And Frank is not a happy guy right now. He's up, though.
Yeah,
that right hand, it looks like.
You don't see Frank Mitchell stay down often.
Not sure if we have that, but it's elbow. Let's take a look.
Let's look at this. He goes up, and Jack is right there, all contact.
Well, maybe his left. It's his left.
And
left forearm, because it awkwardly bent there. Frank does not look very happy right now, grimacing still. Again, 12 of 17 games, double-doubles. Getting closer and closer to that again tonight. That one, that ball was almost halfway down the cylinder.
Yeah.
Came back out.
It's the reverse Kawhi bounce.
Well, that name in Toronto coming back and echoing now, and of course there's still an investigation into the possible salary cap circumvention. Kawhi Leonard, for all intents and purposes, looks like he's going to be coming back to TO. And that be something. Still one of the most famous shots basketball history.
I was a fan in the building for that one.
We're working that game. Had a nice vantage point, Jack Armstrong and I underneath the basket. We both, our heads were like bobbleheads, watching that thing bounce. Incredible time. Basketball has absolutely taken this city, this province, this country, since the Raptors and Grizzlies came into the NBA in '95. Championship in 2019. Team Canada, men and women. Young players like Kellen Tynes growing up in the Maritimes can dream.
Absolutely.
On the tee. Shot 2 there. 4 minutes to go. Again, loads of time for the Stingers. Got to get this to manageable number to get to target score. Remember, fourth quarter, we put 10 minutes on the clock, but probably could only put 6 on. It's at the 4-minute mark. There's a turnaround, Jay. No. We'll turn off the clock and we'll play target score. Here's Baz. Oh, nice move. Oh, that was beautiful.
What a Euro
highlight
step.
reel stuff.
Beautiful Euro step in the English from Baz to finish at the rim.
Baz recently playing in North Macedonia, playing in Georgia, Bosnia-Herzegovina.
And look at this. Look at the Euro. Look at the Euro. Fake out with the English and the finish. Baz is looking good. Just got a tip right there on that recent playoff Walker. Forced a turnover. He's just an impact maker tonight.
Here's a critical time for the Stingers right now. Go on a run, get some stops.
Yep.
Still in it. Nice pass underneath. And basket interference. Tay Donald put that home. And again, who leads the charge, though? The captain, Nick Hornsby.
Nick Hornsby. And again, as we know, no lead is safe in the CEBL. We see Turk now checks in, and he's on the court. Miles Powell's taking a bit of a seat back. Let's see if the mood changes.
Turk hasn't scored in the second half, and he's been on the bench for quite some time. Let's see if he can shake off a little rust here. McCoy's coming in. So is Scotty Lindsay. McCoy's had himself a good game tonight, Adong. Played at Archbishop O'Leary High School in Edmonton. He's played in Finland recently, in Serbia, Montenegro. Former Rattler when Saskatchewan Rattlers were named that, now the Mamba. He's a force.
A 16-point lead for Scarborough as we reach the 3-minute mark, 3-minute and 20-second mark here in the third quarter. Edmonton fighting hard, though, to stay in this game and really shrink this deficit.
Donald, tree ball. They have not had much success beyond the arc.
It's just not
Turk,
dropping.
what a feed, and Frank can't handle. Oh, look out in that front row. You've got bus numbers 00 coming at you. Oh, that little guy in the front row.
And you got to wonder, I saw Frank Mitchell attempt to catch that pass with just one hand as opposed to two. You got to wonder, is he
Kind
still?
of wonder, is it? Yeah. Looking over that, everybody was okay in that front row. Kid got a selfie with Frank Mitchell. Inside 3 minutes. Better hurry here. No, 5 second.
Great defense from Scarborough on the inbounds. Again, taking away all the options. Staying in movement. Not letting any man get open. Good man defense on the inbounds. Let's see what Turk has here.
Frank handling. Throws it down. Little head fake, head juke. Puts it up.
Great defense on Turk to deny him the ball, forcing Frank Mitchell to have to take that ball and do it
Nice
himself.
crossover underneath. McCoy going up. Nick Hornsby gets it back, throws it back. And they're saying it is Scarborough ball. Does Nick Hornsby ever come off the floor?
I feel like he doesn't. And if I'm Jordan Baker, I'd never want to take him off the floor.
No, he's one of the best players in this league.
Absolutely.
And he's been all class since he came in this league. And
Again,
he's got, I don't know if they're watching, but he's got some buddies who always watch and have a barbecue whenever he plays, particularly the nationally televised games over the last couple of years. And catching up with Nick, his Cali boys, they're watching. Turk is fouled hard there. 3-point shot attempt. 3 shots coming for Turk. Donald got a piece of him, a big piece.
and look at Donald trying to contest that call. You know, Turk had Donald in pursuit. Donald had to come from behind and try to block that shot, and I think that's where the contact came into play. Anytime you're in pursuit and you're behind the shooter trying to get a block, you're not in a favorable position to contest the shot. You always want to contest from the front.
Just beautiful motion, that free throw. Turk, if you're a kid out there, watch the legs, watch the hand. Just let it fly. Beautiful.
Now we see Javon Johnson check back in. He's had a huge game so far. Sitting at 10 points for these shooting stars and just getting it done.
Jaden Campbell also checking in. Campbell, who grew up in these parts. And Brampton, Ontario native. Played at Samford for 3 seasons. Part of the shooting stars last couple of years. Back in the lineup. Shooting stars coming off a loss against the River Lions, the defending champions. It was their first loss after 4 straight wins. Only 3 losses on the season. They are perfect here on their home floor, here at Starbase. Leads 19. Turk lost it. Jack. Hornsby spins. Bounce pass. Donald wanted to dunk that.
Yeah,
smallest guy on the floor.
He had intentions.
And the reverse. And that's Scotty Lindsay again. Stingers need a run here in the last 100 seconds of this third quarter. Spin move. Sams. Khalil. No, too strong. Jack bringing that down.
Great defense from Jack. Goes up straight, contests, no contact. Clean defense from Jack on Miller.
Isaac Jack, there he is, number 14. Now Baz brings them out. Shot clock's coming down to single digits. Through the legs. Crossover. Baz off the glass. No. Jack underneath, can't get the rebound. A little one-on-one ball there, and Stanley Davis could not make that. Look at that spin from Turk. Turk going up, finger rolls, and Jack draws the foul, picks up the foul as Turk goes to the line again.
And you can see Tay Donald was just like challenging Turk. He was saying, listen, no, I'm not going to let you get comfortable. I'm going to press you. I'm going to reach. I'm going to try to get a steal. I'm going to force you to make a move. And that's where you see the elusiveness of Turk. The spin move, the drive to the basket, the fluent motion of going up. Of course, he gets fouled, but hey, listen, Turk is just so elusive, so hard to defend and guard. Miles Powell checks back into the game.
Yep, Baz
takes out
goes
Amir
out.
Sims. Baz goes out.
So Nuga's coming in, the Energizer Bunny.
Fun fact, I used to work at a summer camp with Michael Nuga.
What?
Yeah. Shout out to Camp Ozanam.
What kind of camp? Was it a basketball camp, sports camp?
No, it was an all boys camp for underprivileged youth. Actually.
Nice.
Yeah,
Good on you
yeah.
guys.
So
Well, I
it was
know
awesome.
Mike Nuga does a lot of that stuff. So you guys did that. That's awesome.
Yeah, man. He was a great counselor. Wanted to be a hooper. He was a lot shorter. He's grown a lot since then, and he's
Put some muscle on, too.
Yeah, oh,
Last
he
I saw
definitely
him.
has.
He's been in the weight room.
Absolutely. Developed into a great player, great young man. Always proud of him.
Bounce pass. Lindsay needs that. Got it. Here they come. 40 seconds to go. Third quarter. They'll add some pressure here. Nuga, now they're going to retreat. Look for a stop. Try to stop this guy, though. Turk from the 9:05. No. Donald. Could be a costly miss. Donald coast to coast. Finger roll, and just like that. Turk really didn't need to take that shot.
Yeah, didn't need to take it.
But that would have brought the house down.
Yeah.
When you got a big lead like that, here's Powell
Yeah.
up there with Turk. Shot clock's off, 10 seconds
Powell time.
in the quarter. Powell, watched by Donald, here comes the screen. Miles launching. Miles Powell missing. 1 second. Hornsby's going to let it fly, and that's too late. But the Stingers are within 14, and considering they were down 24 at one point, Terquavion Smith still leading the way. And we go to the fourth quarter. We got 6 minutes of play, and then it's target score time here at the Pan Am Center. And the big smoke tonight, and the Shooting Stars are smoking. Turks doing the job. Powell as usual. You're watching the CEBL on CEBL Plus, CBC Gem, and YouTube. We'll be back in a flash.
Did you know that every CEBL game ends on a game-winning bucket? Yep, every single one. That's because we use something called target score ending, a thrilling twist that keeps fans locked in till the final shot. So what is the target score ending? Here's how it works. The first time the clock stops with 4 minutes or less left in the fourth quarter, the game clock is turned off. We enter target score time. We take the leading team's score, add 9 points, and that becomes the target score. Let's say it's 91-80. That means the first team to hit 100 wins. No ticking clock, no intentional fouls, just pure clutch basketball. It's fast, it's electric, and it guarantees that every game ends with a bang. Experience the target score ending this CEBL season.
Welcome back to the Pan Am Center here in Scarborough, and I am joined by a former CBL player, including a Canadian Olympian as well, Trey Bell-Haynes. Trey, how's it going, man?
It's going really good. Here with my brother, just kind of watching the game, and Scarborough's really good, so we're happy about that. We're from the neighborhood, so it's good to see good basketball.
Man, you are obviously a pioneer when it comes to this league. You played a couple of seasons here very, very early on. What are your impressions of how this league has grown and how this game has grown as well?
In regards to the league, I think every year the level of competition has gotten better. The players, the level of the players has gotten better. Like watching this game now, it's high-level basketball. It's competitive. It's fast, and it's really impressive how much the league has grown. And I think when I come and watch these games, I really want to play, but at the same time, I don't want to play. But I mean, I think the league's in a great place, and I think the game has grown so much. My mom and my grandmother are season ticket holders. They don't miss a game, so I think Scarborough's done a great job in growing the game in the community, and the league has done a great job in growing the game in the country.
I love that they're season ticket holders. That's awesome. What's next for you as a player? I mean, you play in Spain. You've been playing for the last couple of years. Congratulations, you just got married. But what's next for you, man?
One more year in Spain, then we'll see what's next. Just kind of taking it season by season and hoping to stay healthy.
Hope you do as well, man. Thank you very much. Appreciate it. Have a good one. Guys, back to you.
What a fine player, Trey Bell-Haynes. Canada full of fine players, young men and women, boys and girls. Future has never been brighter. Thanks to all those that blaze the trails. Continue to blaze in Canada's Pro Basketball League. Lead here is 13. The goal in the next 5 minutes or so for the Stingers as they'll go to the line and try to make it a three-point play. The goal here, get it to single digits,
Yes.
and you've got yourselves a real chance. And you might suddenly get into the head of the Shooting Stars, and then it becomes suddenly a nervous target score time when it looked like they could put up the sails for a while.
Yeah, you just got to get it to a manageable score. That's all you have to do. Doesn't have to be 1 point game, 2 point game. It's a 10-point game, manageable.
Well, for you folks out in Edmonton, Northern Alberta, City of Champions, your summer plans just got serious. Join us for multiple special edition theme nights throughout the season. Purchase today, stingers.ca/tickets. Use that QR code on your screen. The lead is now 10. Huge defensive stop here would be big. Okay, Deshaun, I know you're a football guy.
Hey, I'm retired.
You should have caught that.
No, I'm retired. Hey, I switched to DB for a reason, all right?
All right.
Because I couldn't catch.
All right.
There you go.
Well, that was very lame. Here it is, a chance to get to singles right here. Work a play. You know what's going through Hornsby, as it does to the corner. And here they come. And Trey with the tray. King knocks it down. And now this place got very quiet. Trey King III with a silencer.
7-point game. You got basically 5 to 6 minutes left. There's a lot of time left in this ball game. Edmonton can do a lot of work within these next couple minutes. Scarborough really needs to hold on to this lead and see what they can do as we enter target score time.
If you watch the Stingers, and I know they've lost 3 in a row, they're 7-10. If you watch this team, they play like Jordan Baker.
Yep.
They never give up. They're always biting at your heels. So it is time now for our cruise of the game, presented by Cal Tire. Here it is here. Here's our cruise of the game. And that's what you just saw.
It's the big 3 by King to bring this lead or this deficit down to just 7, right? And I think those are the biggest points for Edmonton of this game, because I think that's the 3 that really let them know, hey, we got life. We're still in this. It's been the 3 that silenced this crowd. And I think it's been the 3 that's forced Tyrell Burns to take a timeout, regather his group, and say, hey, we cannot let this lead blow because these Stingers have momentum. They have juice. They have life. This is a whole new ballgame.
It is. The Stingers are right back in this thing, and we've got loads of time. Again, we'll take it down to the 4-minute mark, shut off the clock on the next whistle, then play to the target time, which is 9 points ahead of the lead score. Suddenly a ball game. You know, I think back to watching the World Cup. England, Argentina.
Yep.
England trying not to lose and getting nervous late in the game when they looked like they had a victory. Shooting Stars don't want to be that today. Tynes throwing it up, and another rebound. Frank turning, Frank spinning, Frank putting it up, and he misses the chippy. Stingers again. Too many misses, empty trips. Trey again, no, Mitchell collars that one-handed. Shooting Stars haven't scored in a while here. Powell. Oh, stolen. Hornsby. Donald. Back out. And it's King. He's going to the line.
Oh, and you can see the Edmonton Stingers have just so much life right now. The ball movement's nice, but on the defensive end, again, Tay Donald shutting down Miles Powell in the paint. The tipped layups, getting your hands in there, active hands, and then in transition, you see the ball movement from King to Donald to Nuga, back to King to Hornsby, right? Like you see it. You see there's a little bit of change in this game and the momentum behind Edmonton. They feel it coming together late, and now they're right back in it.
Mo has changed sides right now.
Yeah.
Favoring the guys in the blue and gold. Lead is 6. Trey King, 72% shooter, nails both. Little rim help, and they have clawed this within 5.
Here
this
we go.
Trip. One thing you don't want is hero ball as well. Run some plays. Turk to Walker. Walker back out to Turk. Turk was sinking three. Launches that three. Gets the three! He wanted a foul too, and that's a big three-pointer from Terquavion Smith.
And if you're going to take that in this situation, you better make it.
Make it. Hornsby lost it. Turk again. Here come the Shooting Stars now. And he had it stolen. Tate Donald on the retreat.
Active hands.
Donald, nicely done. Vandemel. Boy, scrambly basketball right now.
Go.
Powell. Miles. Bounce pass to Tynes. Look at this.
Still active hands.
Hot potato. King. Euro. No. This is frantic, frenetic basketball.
You feel it.
Walker will go to the line. When in doubt, try to get that foul, and he does with 7:12 to go.
And let's take a look at Turk's three, because again, you said it earlier. This was a shot that didn't need to be taken in that situation. You're up by 6 at that moment in time. But listen, if you're going to take it, you got to make it. And luckily for Turk, he made it, extended the lead, gave his team a little bit of life when they needed it the most. But that was a huge risk, huge risk from Turk on that shot. But hey, what is life without risks?
Yeah. Risk leads to reward. Anthony Walker. So again, basketball is also a game of runs. Usually when one team runs, another team can run back, and that's what the Shooting Stars have done. Restored that lead to double digits. Tay Donald, he's been the energizer, the catalyst. Lindsay, no. Johnson brings it down, and here comes Kellen. Tynes, alley-oop, Khalil Miller, the Kalila. Wow. Doesn't now. Timeout Jordan Baker, and that's a good timeout he took right there. Seeing the momentum drift away, and Khalil Miller having himself a night.
And let's look at this. Kellen Tynes runs the floor, finds Khalil Miller on the alley, and Khalil Miller goes up. He doesn't get those alleys often. He doesn't get those chances often, so he had to put it down, and he does exactly what he needs to do. Again, reliable, blue collar, checks in, gives you good minutes. Khalil Miller, what more do you want?
Well, the numbers favored the Shooting Stars, a team that averages 95 points per game. They were averaging a century for a while, but now tonight they've had that lead cut back 93-81, but now it's a dozen, 12 points again. Just a reminder to everybody about the upcoming schedule. The Stingers continue their road trip on Saturday. They head down the QEW to Niagara, battle of two teams in St. Cat's. When they go back-to-back, action gets underway live nationally, coast to coast on CBC, 3:30 Eastern, 1:30 Mountain. Shooting Stars also Saturday. Terrell Tate, Ottawa Blackjacks here at the Pan Am Sports Center for a primetime potential playoff preview. Tip-off at 7 Eastern as the schedule winds down here. So the Shooting Stars with some steals as well. They've got a dozen steals in the game. Lindsay, play was set for him, set piece that time out of the timeout. Turk, touchdown pass for Walker, is going to wait for his teammates. Khalil getting a lot of playing time tonight. Frank, and it is a foul on Terquavion Smith. They're trying to keep Terquavion away from
and
the
you
referee, Jason Steele.
Yeah, you could see Turk is embracing the physicality. He likes the physicality, right? And sometimes when you like the physicality, you chase it a little bit, and he chased it right there and got called.
It's 4 fouls.
Oh, what a block.
Oh, what a block is right. 4 fouls for Turk.
Oh, you see that? He gave a little Dikembe Mutombo.
Yeah, not in my Pan Am Center.
Not in my Pan Am Center. Look at that.
Oh, Anthony
Love
Walker.
It. So long. You can't teach height. You can't teach size. You can't teach length. Anthony Walker has it all.
He is a guy who can play in the clouds. So 6:25 again 2:25 to the 4-minute mark. That's when the clock shuts off. The next whistle. Then we're going to target score time. Can the Shooting Stars hang on here? And their losing streak of 1. That's the most they've lost in a row this year is 1. Khalil thinking about it. Miller having a night. Javen Johnson, no, front iron.
What defense was just played on Miles Powell?
Oh, what a pass. Baz going to the basket. Trying to draw the foul, it looked like, but that pass by Hornsby was world class. Franchise leader in points, rebounds, assists, steals. Davis Snow and a foul on Khalil Miller underneath. Khalil Miller has 13 tonight, 7 rebounds. Not sure how much more time Frank Mitchell's going to get in this game again with that hand that looked a little wonky. 7 points and just 9 rebounds, usually a double-double. So now Lindsay to the line. Lindsay, the Northwestern alum, played in Britain, played in Winnipeg in the CEBL with Saskatchewan as well. He's a 30-year-old out of Oak Park, Illinois, Chicago.
Chi-Town.
Drains those. Well, again, to 10. They can get it to singles, you never know. Minute 40 to go to the 4-minute mark. Powell. The Turk down right now. It's Miles' show. And it is a show. Not this time. Walker keeping it in front of Jordan Baker and the Stingers. It will be Edmonton basketball. What a chance here. Great opportunity for the Stingers.
Edmonton just down by 10 as we're a minute and 21 away from target score time.
Stanley Davis, Baz, has had a couple of great opportunities for baskets. Just hasn't been able to convert. Out of bounds. Stays with Edmonton. Minute 10 to go before the 4-minute mark. 13 on the shot. Jordan Baker barking out instructions. Interesting lineup they have out here right now. The rare times that Hornsby's getting a rest.
Seems like they're saving him for target score time.
Powell. Oh, what a move. Miles Powell banks it in front of Isaac Jack.
Oh, and gets called for a tech.
And a technical.
Oh.
Now, thing is, the Stingers have had a couple shots at technicals tonight, but have failed. Let's take a look.
He finishes. Great finish. Look at this. Great finish over Jack. And look at this. Drops the ball, and look at that. Kind of just walks in the same direction of the ball.
Not sure about that.
I don't know.
That might have some history to it, some residue.
Yeah, I don't know about that one. And you can see he was genuinely shocked. He was genuinely shocked.
Well,
about
there have
that
been a
one
few
too.
technicals tonight, Deshaun, because Jason Steele's not putting up with any guff.
Yeah.
Alongside Deshaun Stevens, Svandir Barahini, our man, Dan Gladman at the controls. Ed Cosner.
And let's get one more look at that tech. Look at the finish, though. Again, this was an amazing finish by Miles Powell. He's been doing it all night. But right there, grabbing the ball.
Yeah, grabbing the ball after the basket.
I think that's what it was. It was the grab and then the look after.
Seems like a technicality to me, but it's a technical. So here we go. 55 seconds to go before target score time. Baz driving. Davis.
Oh. And Frank Mitchell was all up in there. The presence of Frank Mitchell. Listen, he's had a rough night tonight. He hasn't been able to get going.
By the way, his rough night is a good night for a lot of players.
Yes. Look at this. Frank Mitchell. Look at this. Baz drives in. Frank Mitchell's right there. He goes for the block. Gets a little bit of a tip. I think he might have hit his hand a little bit. But just the presence was there, and that was enough to really contest that shot. And you're right. Frank Mitchell having a tough night. For a lot of guys, that's their best night.
Yes.
Frank Mitchell's a double-double guy, right? So at the very least, if he's not getting going on offensively on a night, he'll give you a lot on the defensive end. And I think he's done a lot of that tonight for Scarborough.
So the strategy is huge here for Jordan Baker. Good timeout here.
Yep.
15 on the shot, 4:47. But again, 47 What you'll see, too, is how they play around that 4-minute mark. Some teams, depending on who has the ball, what the lead is, will also foul just to get it to target score time. I'm not sure. We could go deep into target score time, but Stingers have an opportunity here with possession, and Jordan knows how valuable this possession is here to keep it to single digits before target score time.
Yeah,
I find this part of the game, the 2 minutes before target score time, fascinating.
There's a big science behind it. It's a lot, and you know, if you're Jordan Baker and you're the Stingers, you know, best case scenario right now is, listen, you can get a quick basket, right? Get back on defense, force a turnover, and you might have yourself in a 2-for-1 scenario entering target score time, right? This is an 11-point deficit. You might be able to enter target score time down by single digits at best case scenario, right? Like, they're going to advance the ball, inbound right beneath the basket. If you can get a basket here, get back on defense, right? Force a turnover, force a stop. You got a pretty solid 2-for-1 situation here.
Agent Zero's back in. Lindsay. Oh,
there
and he's going to the line.
There it is.
Was able to draw that foul. He may have been the guy that kind of precipitated the contact on a great inbounds pass. So Lindsay, now the lead being 9, has a chance to make it 8.
And let's look at this off the inbounds. Look at Baz. Baz knows where he's sending that ball right away. He knows. Boom, bounce pass, finds Lindsay underneath the basket, and 1.
And drops it. Lead is 8. Turk is back in the game. Miles Powell is down.
There you go. If you're Edmonton right now, you don't want to allow any baskets. And that's tough with Turk on the floor. But you need to stop.
Hands off. Javen Johnson. Javen lets it go. Oh, a buttery touch. Leads 10 again. Now, critical here. 22 seconds to go. Lindsay puts it on the floor. Baz takes the 3. No, too long. Good rebound, Jack. Back out. Stingers trying to get it to the single-digit deficit. Baz again. Corner, 3, and no. And now the Shooting Stars, the next whistle will be a stoppage, and we go to target score time. But the Stingers now. And Mitchell wanted to get a foul there. Ashford Langdon puts it up and puts it in.
The acrobatics.
And now the Shooting Stars, they want to play on here.
Yep. It looks like they want to keep going.
And it wouldn't be completely debilitating for the Stingers to pick up a foul here because they got it to single digits. But let's see. Mitchell now. We're going to go deep into the 4-minute mark. And there's the whistle out of bounds, so it doesn't matter. It is now target score time. Target tonight. That's a large target, by the way. 106 tonight. Add 9 on to the lead score. But here we go. Target score time, and the Stingers are right back in it, trying to end a 3-game skid in Scarborough. Let's bring it on. It's game time. It's showtime.
Next bucket wins. Target score time is the best time of a game. The energy, the drama.
That anything can happen.
Oh my goodness! Can you believe this guy? Big players step up in big time. He is cooking.
Only thing better than happy hour. Closing time. Target score time of the CEBL. It starts now. The target tonight is 106.
And if you're the Scarborough Shooting Stars, you are entering target score time with the lead, 97-89. The Edmonton Stingers have fought their way back. They were down by as many as 24 at one point in this game. Now they are down by just 12. or just it's 9 as we enter target score time. If you're Jordan Baker and these Stingers, this is where you want to be. You've given yourself a chance. What more do you want?
So an inbounds here by the Shooting Stars. Tynes inbounds. Head down. The Bulldog, the Iceman. Powell, good defense by Baz. Tynes, stopping, stepping. Khalil Miller, shot clock expired. What a huge play for the Edmonton Stingers out of the timeout.
And notice, listen, for Scarborough, they got both Powell and Turk on the floor in closing time. So that tells you what they're going for. They
and
got
Khalil Miller.
And Khalil Miller, who, by the way, would have, you just hit a 3. It was a shot clock violation, but he's 1 for 1 tonight. Like
but this is a time we usually see
Yes.
a lot of Frank Mitchell.
Yes, and Frank Mitchell's been a little bit cold.
So now, Tay Donald has helped spark the comeback. Nice bounce pass. A fresh Hornsby. The finger roll too strong. Nick Hornsby's been sitting for the last couple of minutes. You know the ball's going through him. Powell. Oh, and that's a charge. See that from here.
Yep. And look at Tay Donald. Amazing defense on Miles Powell throughout the stretch of this game. He has been on him like glue. He has stayed in front of him ever since Tay Donald got called for that foul where he fouled Turk from behind. He's been in front of his assignment every single possession. Look at that. And he knew Miles Powell was coming head down. He put his hands up, planted his feet, and said, I'm going to take that hit to the chest for my team in target score time.
So Anthony Walker is coming in for Miles Powell, who is actually walking right in front of them. It's kind of unique. Walking right in front of us, right in front of the Edmonton bench as he was subbed in. I would expect to see Miles Powell, though, tonight. Though, check the foul situation for Powell. Well, that was foul number 5.
That's it.
That's it for Miles Powell. That's why he was out. Anthony Walker coming in. Back out. Vandermill. Could be a huge 3. No. In and out. Powell's out. Turk. That was way off. One of the things you can do in target score time, shoot yourselves out by gunning 3s. Nice play here by Lindsay.
And Walker with an amazing block.
Turk, bounce pass, Tynes, attacks, and makes it 99-89. 7 points away. Donald. Back out. Vandermill spinning and puts it up. No, too strong. Johnson. Tynes. Walker. Reverse. Baker takes a timeout. Shooting Stars on a roll here. And they now are 5 points away from victory.
And Kellen Tynes, look at this, keeping the ante up. Look at this. Kellen Tynes has Walker 1-2. Selfless, gives it to Walker. Walker goes up with the reverse. Got a little banged up on that fall, but he got up. He's good. And again, Scarborough now 5 points away from that target score.
Look at Anthony Walker. Look at that. So he walked over to Miles Powell. And Kellen Tynes, he came over to Tynes, said, thank you for that dish, man. So, the Stingers, 3 losses in a row, fought so valiantly tonight. We're down by 24, got it within 5. But every time they got close, the Shooting Stars opened up the gap. And now they're 5 points away. Sometimes the hardest points are those final points, though.
Yep.
Who will be the target score hero tonight? We know one thing. Miles Powell, who leads the CEBL in target score with 7, will not be the hero tonight.
Absolutely.
He's fouled out.
But hey, Scarborough has a new player that might be looking to reestablish himself tonight.
Yeah, the Turk is back. Who will be the hero tonight? Another guy who's not in the lineup, Koy Uat. He's been good in target score time. Amir Sims has been the second best target score shooter for the Shooting Stars. Let's go to S. He was in the Edmonton huddle.
Yeah, guys, I was listening in on Jordan Baker's rebounding and limiting transition opportunities. You guys remember 2 buckets Scarborough scored transition. He said we got to limit those if we want to have any chance of winning this game. Guys,
they got to score here. Mandatory, really. Lindsay turns, fires, and he is going to shoot.
Foul.
And that was beyond the arc, so he's going to get 3 shots here.
And that's a huge foul. Huge, huge foul. Really just keeps them alive in this game.
Yeah, they're down a dozen.
Now let's take a look at it again. There you go, and it looks like Tynes was all over him and might have landed in his jumping space. Oh, Javon Johnson landed in the jumping space.
So Lindsay. Critical free throws here. Then they need stops. And as S said in that huddle with Jordan, rebounding, limit transition, get back. Shooting Stars got this lead that they have right now from defense to offense transition.
Yes.
Beautiful. Such a sweet stroke from Scotty Lindsay, but now can the Stingers get some stops? Kellen Tynes. Walker to Turk. Vandemel up on him. Picked by Khalil. Turk wants him to get away. Go one-on-one. Lets it go. And hits it! Turquavion Smith. As he's celebrating, though, Vandemel puts it up and the putback. And now the Shooting Stars can win it right here. Next bucket wins. Here in the ends tonight. That looked almost over and back. I say it's going to be Turquavion Smith. He wants it, and no. Khalil Miller, and he's fouled, and now Khalil, that's a shooting foul, can end the ball game right here. And Khalil Miller has been the grinder tonight.
And let's take a look at the foul. Turk goes up with a 3, and Khalil Miller gets the crucial rebound. Doesn't fully go up, but gets fouled in the motion of shooting, and that's going to send him to the line with a chance to potentially put this game away. How appropriate it would possibly be.
He's 100% this season, 100% tonight. Here in the ends, what they call the ends in Scarborough. Khalil Miller from the area. Khalil Miller misses, but they're still 1 bucket away. This game is pretty much over. Lindsay fires the 3.
They're still alive. Here we go.
Still alive, but barely breathing. And now the next bucket. Who will it be?
Edmonton needs a stop.
Kellen Tynes, Miller the key. Over to Walker. Anthony Walker doesn't need a 3, but goes baseline. Walker puts it up. And a happy ending in the ends tonight. Anthony Walker will walk it off. The best team in the CEBL continues to win. 15-3. Tonight may have just sealed a guaranteed first place in the playoffs. Anthony Walker is the target score hero. But it was a team effort tonight, Deshaun.
Absolutely. Everyone stepped up. Everyone had their moments. Turquavion Smith had his moments with 29 in this game. Javon Johnson with 12. Of course, Khalil Miller, 13. Stepping in, and Frank Mitchell didn't get it done offensively, but 10 rebounds. What a successful win by committee by these Scarborough Shooting Stars. Again, trying to find their groove and put it all together at the right time as playoff season arrives. Let's take a look again at this winning shot. Walker knew it. He knew it. He knew he was going to go baseline, and he went up with that reverse and finished.
That was Dr. J-like.
Oh, yeah.
Another guy who used to wear number 6.
Mm-hmm. And I know that name. I can tell you I know that name.
Hey, well, I'll tell you what. You're going to pick a lot of stars here tonight, from Turk to Walker to Khalil Miller to Kellen Tynes. here's where S is going to get his dancing shoes on, because this has become tradition in Scarborough in the ends as well. Shooting stars become dancing stars pretty soon. Booster Juice player of the game is coming up. And of course, this is the first game back in the ends for Terquavion Smith. He's coming over to join the S-man. There he is, the Booster Juice player of the game. And let's go over to Esfandiar Berahini.
All right, Turk. 29 points for you in your first game back. You were telling me how important it was, how excited you were to play basketball again. Talk to me about how this feels.
First and foremost, I want to shout out everybody behind me, you feel me? They made it comfortable for me. They made it easy for me. Hey, what bro say? All of my ops, they hello, let's do it.
You guys officially clinched #1 in the Eastern Conference. 15-3. What does this say about this team? You're just joining them, but what does it say about everybody here?
It just shows hard work and dedication they put into it every day. And the importance of being your brother's keeper. And you can see that on the court, the way they play together, the way we play together, it's just like chemistry.
All right, you got to show everybody the dance moves now, though.
What dance move y'all be on?
There it goes. Here it goes. There it is. There it is. There it is. There it is. Yeah. Well,
all right, guys, back to you.
All right. A year ago it was Batman and Robin, Turk, Donovan Williams. Now it is a bunch of them, a bunch of shooting star superheroes. The Avengers, they're all together now. The Justice League is the best in the league. Canadian Elite Basketball League, and they're dancing again tonight in Scarborough. Final is 107-97. Shooting Stars back at it Saturday. We're going to wrap it up. As Anthony Walker wrapped it up for the Shooting Stars just moments ago. Well, CEBL Friday night doubleheader tomorrow night. And it's a big one. Winnipeg Sea Bears continue their road trip. They visit the streaking Calgary Surge from Winsports Center. That's tomorrow night, 7:30 Mountain, 8:30 Central. Then it's country night from Lower Mainland. Montreal Alliance take on the Vancouver Bandits. Of course, coaching change in Vancouver as well. Coverage starts at 7 Pacific, 10 p.m. Eastern. Tonight, in the Big Smoke, the smoke still wafting over the city, and Scarborough Shooting Stars, they were smoking as well. Welcome back, Terquavion Smith, and the dude didn't miss a beat, did he?
Absolutely. He from start to finish, I think he was on all night. Again, from his first touch of the ball, that's what you want for your Scarborough Shooting Stars. 2 big wins tonight. Turquavian Smith is back in the lineup, and he's, finding his chemistry. And I think we've confirmed that we're going to have more basketball on the ends, right? So Scarborough, undefeated at home, is going to continue hooping at home.
Undefeated at home. They play on Saturday. And because of this home court magic, think about what that first place meant tonight to the playoffs.
Absolutely.
Again, getting home court advantage. It's a different playoff structure this year. But what a night for Turquavian Smith. What a night for the Scarborough Shooting Stars, a team that has done it by committee. I love what Turquavian said, the brotherhood here. Everybody has each other's back. We see it night in and night out.
Absolutely. Again, this is a team that's so many different characters, so many different stars, so many potential number ones, but it's the selflessness of this team that allows them to be so successful, allows them to win, and allows them to just gel so beautifully down the stretch of the season.
Credit the Edmonton Stingers, still trying to get some momentum here. Team that has lost now 4 in a row, but they're still in it in the CEBL West. But what a night. Miles Powell didn't last the night. He was a spectator at the end. Frank Mitchell did not get a double-double. There were a lot of little things that went wrong for the Shooting Stars, but what went right? This guy, the Turk. Turk does it again, the Turk monster. And of course, in the very end, it was Anthony Walker. Walker with the walk-off tonight. So for Deshaun Stevens, Isfandiar Barahini, Dan Gladman, the Evan Almighty, this is Rod Black bidding you a good night from Scarborough, where the Shooting Stars continue to shine.
Knock 'em out the